When I was a kid, I used to play a lot of computer games. After school, I would often rush home to play great games such as SimCity, Roller Coaster Tycoon, and the Final Fantasy series. Somewhere along the way, I decided that I wanted to become a games programmer when I grew up, because I also wanted to create games for everyone to play and experience the joy that I had when I was growing up. But the other reason as to why I wanted to become a games programmer was because I didn't like dealing with other people. Perhaps it was because I was very insecure about myself and I was bad at talking to other people. Heck, I still am bad at talking to others, as some of you will have noticed in my podcast videos. That's why programming was the perfect job for me, because I only had to deal with computer codes and that was way easier than talking to people. So then, why did I decide to do YouTube? Throughout my adult life, I would often read popular blogs such as Investment Modes, Budget Babe, Not Wealth, and watch personal finance YouTube channels like Graham Stephan talk about money. But back then, the thought of me becoming a YouTuber never crossed my mind. That would totally sound absurd to the younger me, who never wanted to do anything that has to do with talking with people, much less exposing myself on the internet. But I always had an itch to create something. So during my free times, I started creating websites, games, and apps in hopes that they would turn out to be something that someone would be interested in. As it turns out, all of them turned out to be failures, whether it was because I gave up halfway or because no one was interested in them. Then around 2017, that was when I got married and bought a house. I remember feeling quite shocked when I saw thousands of dollars leaving my bank accounts, and that sparked something in me. So in revenge, as I would call it, I started months of research to find ways to optimize every little bit of my finances, from phone bills to insurance to credit cards. After that, I wanted to share this knowledge to my friends so that they could also improve their finances. But as it turns out, not everyone was interested in what I had to share. I remember feeling quite frustrated because here I was with all this knowledge that could easily help someone save a few $1,000s worth of money every year, and yet I wasn't able to share it with anyone. So at the end of 2019, I decided to share them on YouTube.
Hey guys, Kelvin here. Today I'll be sharing with you what I think is the best investment strategy out there.
Till now, I still don't know where I even found the courage to put myself out there. I started this as another one of my projects which I fully expected to fail. I didn't know how to script, I didn't know how to edit, and I certainly didn't know how to speak. I think what kept me going was actually my mom. She would go and watch every one of my cringy videos when I didn't even dare to watch it back then. Whenever I called home to chat, she would always ask how was it coming along and would often tell me ways on how I could improve it. So little by little, I tried to improve something with every video. That continued for 8 months until my first big break finally came. Around that time, a less well-known broker called Tiger Brokers came into Singapore. One viewer even reached out to me and asked me about it, to which I've replied, I've never heard of it. So I went to take a look and the fee surprised me because it was only charging around $1 per trade, while almost every other broker was charging a lot more. And even though there were other existing brokers like Interactive Brokers and Saxo that had low fees, back then they were still charging recurring fees. So we had no cheap ways for investing our money. Anyway, after realizing this, I quickly made a video about Tiger Brokers. And sure enough, many people were interested in it. Then, one thing led to another. I soon got monetized, Mumu came into Singapore, I talked about them, more people were interested in them, I started making more videos, I lost my job, started doing YouTube full-time, and that eventually led me here. I think what's interesting is that YouTube is just a progression of my knowledge. So it's not as though I already know all this expert knowledge and I went onto YouTube to share them. I was just learning them at the same time like many of you. I started YouTube not because I wanted to earn money, nor do I want to chase subscriber counts or the number of views. That was never the main goal. But rather, I did it because I truly enjoyed sharing the knowledge that I had. While I'm unable to reply to every comment, I do go through them every day. And whenever someone thanked me for the sharing, I would feel so glad that I managed to help yet another person. I know it sounds very cliche, but trust me when I say that I am so grateful to you guys for giving me this opportunity to share this knowledge. Without you, I would not have been able to continue making videos. I would have never gotten to discover this part of myself. None of this would have existed without your support. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support. It has certainly been some of my best moments in life so far, and I look forward to making more videos for you guys. And with that, I guess I will see you next video.